Hi student, hope you are doing great and welcome back to Bhazu classes once again. So let's quickly start the video with the revision of the topic we learnt in the last video. So we talked about the different shapes, we talked about cube, cuboid, cone, cylinder and sphere. You remember we discussed what is the shape of this harmonium? Yeah, this was cuboid. The shape of the flute is cylinder. The shape of drum is also cylinder. And the shape of this matka is sphere. The shape of this trumpet is cone. And the shape of this dice is cube. Remember? Now tell me, have you ever played with the dice? I'm sure you must have. You must have played snakes and ladder. You must have played Ludo, right? When you actually see the dice, have you ever noticed that how many edges and how many corners does it have? Maybe not. So don't worry. We are going to find the answer to all these questions in today's video. So let's go ahead with it and we will be talking about faces, edges and corners. First of all, we will learn what are faces, what are edges and what are corners. After that, we will be talking about faces, edges and corners for the different shapes. Okay, so let's start with the meaning of faces. So what is this face? The outer part of the solid. How does it look? That is called face. Now let's see this cube shape. Now here, this is the face. This is the face. This is the face. Its appearance. How does it look from the outer side? Okay, so this is called the face. Is that clear? And here you can see in this image, this part is the flat face, right? If you see the top one, this is also the flat face. If you see the bottom one, this is also the flat face. So there are many more faces in the shape cube. Now we will talk about this one, which is cone, right? In this cone, you can see the bottom side. Let's say this is closed. So this bottom one is the flat face again. But if we talk about the top one, here if you see the top one, you remember the brush I showed you in the last video? Yes, this brush. So here you can see that this is the curved face, okay? It is not flat, it looks curved, right? So this is called the curved face. You remember the cylinder? In cylinder you can see that this is the curved face, and if you see this one and this one, these are the flat faces. Now is this clear to you? What is the meaning of the word face? Okay, let's learn what is edge. The edge is the line where two faces meet. So here you can see that this pink one is one face and this pink is another face. So both are meeting at this line. So this line is called edge. Okay, this is called edge. So here we have more edges, like this is also an edge, 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 right? This is also an edge, this is another. You can see the back side one, this is edge, edge, edge. So this way we have many edges in this shape cube. Is that clear? Now here I will show it to you. Now here this is face, this is face. Now here it's meeting. So this is nothing but called an edge. Is that clear? So here these are many edges you can see here in this cube shape. Clear now what are edges? Let's go ahead and let's learn what are corners. So here the corner is where two edges or more than two edges meet. So here we can see that this pink one is one edge, this pink one is another edge, and they both are meeting at this point. So this is called the corner. You can see that here two edges are meeting, but not only two, we can see that the third edge is also meeting over here. So where two edges or more than two edges meet, that is called corner. So this is also corner, this is also corner, this is also corner. Here we can see the corner, this is also corner, this is also corner, and this is also corner. And I will show you the corners over here also. This, all of these are corners. Okay. Now we will be noticing how many faces, edges and corners are there for different shapes. Now we will talk about the first shape, that is cube. Now how many faces does this cube have? Let's quickly see. Okay, I will show this to you because we are not able to see the back side over there. Here we can see the first face, second face, third face. But where is the fourth, fifth and sixth one? That we are not able to see. But let me tell you, there is one face opposite to 1. There is one face opposite to 3. There is one face opposite to 2. There are 3 more faces which are hidden over here but we are not able to see. I will show you those 6 faces over here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then 5 and then 6. Did you understand? There are 6 faces. Now we will be talking about edges. Okay, so let's quickly talk about edges. How many edges does it have? Now we know that where 2 faces meet. So this is an edge, right? This is one edge. This is the second one. This is the third one. This is the fourth one, right? This is the fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, right? And then eighth one, ninth one. We are not able to see more edges because they are at the back, right? At the back, this line is going down. So that is going to be the 10th one. So here there is one at the back from here 11, one at the back from here 12. But if we see over here, we can observe those 12 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? And then we will go to the opposite side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 9, 10 and then 11 and 12. So these are the 12 edges. Got it? So we have 12 edges in the cube. So we will talk about the corners now. Okay, let's see over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then opposite side 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has 8 corners. Is that clear? So this is the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 5, 6, 7 and there is one at the back which we are not able to see. That is the 8th corner. And now we will be talking about this cuboid. Now we know that the only difference between the cube and cuboid is in cube all the faces are same, exactly same. Whichever way you see it will look exactly same. But in cuboid one face is short, another face is long, right? So that is the only difference. But if we talk about the number of faces, let me quickly show you the cuboid shape. Remember this? Yes, I showed you in the last video also. 1, okay, 2, 3 and 4. Then 5 and then the opposite one 6. So this also has 6 faces. Okay, you can also bring the object and you can also check it out. And now we will look at the edges. Now let's see over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 9, 10 and then 11 and 12. So this also has 12 edges. And now we will talk about the corners. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Then here 5, 6, 7 and 8. So it has 8 corners. Clear? So you can see from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and one at the back which we are not able to see again. That is the 8th one. So let's quickly go ahead and we will be talking about faces, edges and corners for the cone shape, sphere shape and cylinder shape. Let's quickly go ahead with the cone shape. When we actually go ahead with the cone shape, we have one curved face and one at the bottom which is the flat face. Okay, one flat face, one curved face. So there are 2 faces. Okay, now we will talk about the edges. Now here you can see that the flat face and the curved face are joining at this point, right? So this is actually round. So this is joining at this point. So this is called the edge. So here we have just one edge where the flat face and the curved face are joining. Now we will talk about the corner. It just have one corner on the top. You can see this over here. So this has one corner. Now we will talk about sphere. You know what, in sphere we just have one face only, right? Just one face all around. So we will write only one face. So here if there is only one face, that means there is no edge, right? So where the faces meet, that is an edge. Here the face is only one, then how will it meet? It's not meeting any. So there is no edge. And now we will talk about corner. Now here we can see that if there is no edge, then of course there is no corner also over here. Let's talk about this cylinder. Now if you see the cylinder, this is the curved face, this is the flat face, this is the flat face. So there are three faces, curved, flat and flat. So there are three faces. Now we will talk about the edges. So this is one edge, this is another edge. So there are only two edges and there is no corner in the cylinder shape. Is that clear to you? Now we will quickly go ahead and we will again discuss about this dice. Now we know that dice is in the cube shape and the cube shape has 12 edges and 8 corners. And I hope you remember this cube shape, right? 12 edges, right? And then we have 8 corners also. Okay, is this clear? Now you can also look at your dice. You will definitely be able to find 12 edges and 8 corners there. Let's quickly go ahead and it says find the shape and count the number of faces, edges and corners in each of them. Now we have learnt about it. Okay, we remember it. Now we will answer the questions over here. Which shape is this? This is cone. How many faces does it have? Remember, it has two faces, one curved and another is the flat one from the top, right? So it has only two faces. Now how many edges does it have? Here we have only two faces and they are meeting at one edge, right? Here. So there is only one edge. This is actually the round one. So this is one edge. And then we will talk about the corners. Now here we have just one corner. Okay, let's answer the next question. This is cube. In cube, we just studied that there are 6 faces and there are 12 edges and there are 8 corners. And in cuboid also we have same number of faces, edges and corners. You remember this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 faces. And then if you count all these edges, then you will get the total of 12. And if you count the corners, then you will be getting 8 over here. Okay, so we will write the same numbers. Okay, this was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now we will talk about this cup. Okay, we know that this is in the cylinder shape, right? And here you can see this is one face, right? This at the bottom there is one face and there is one curved face, right? So there are 3 faces. First of all, let's write the name. This is cylinder. Okay, now if we have to write the faces, then number of faces are 3. If we have to write the edges, you remember this the top one, this is one edge and there is one edge at the bottom also similarly, right? And I can draw it like this over here. So there are 2 edges and how many corners? There is no corner. Okay. Why there is no corner? Because we know that where the edges meet. Here the edges are really far away from each other. So they are not meeting. So we can say that there is no corner. And this is sphere. And we know that in sphere we just have one face only. There is no edge or no corner. Clear? So let's go ahead and let's quickly summarize what did we learn. We talked about faces, edges and corners. And here you can clearly see we have 6 faces, right? 1, 2, 3 here and 4th at the bottom and 5th one is the front one that you can see and the 6th one is at the back one. Okay, there are 6 faces and if we talk about the edges, you can count all these edges and the total number of edges will be 12 over here. And if we talk about the corners, then there are 8 corners. This is what we have studied so far. We talked about faces, edges and corners of all the shapes that we learnt in the last class. But there are many more questions to practice. I will wait for you in the next video wherein I am going to check whether you remember this all or not. Okay. Hopefully you will be joining the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.